The reason why Westerners suck at marriage, namely women, is because they're basing the backbone of their relationships on feelings.
Yeah.
And feelings are a fleeting thing.
Yeah.
Feelings do not stay. It's changing and it's coming and going. And if you're a person who lives your life based upon your feelings only,
right.
you're going to have an awful life.
All right, guys, so I want to talk about this video that is going viral of this woman who has a lot of men upset, and rightfully so, because men are saying that this woman right here is the exact reason why marriages, at least in the West that is, don't work out, okay? Because this woman is claiming that she outgrew her husband after she got a career, okay, and ended up basically divorcing him, ending the marriage because, again, she felt like after she went to school, she got a career, you know, she started her own business, that basically maybe she was too good for her husband, right? And again, rightfully so, this has a lot of men upset, okay? So I want to react to it and get you guys' opinion on it because I do think that this is a fascinating topic. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. But before I get into it, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you support my channel, you can check out my new merch, including my racist mugs, which is a daily reminder of the 2024 definition of racist, according to the left, which is anybody who disagrees with the Democrat Party. Or you can check out my based t-shirts at my website, gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code TEAMBCP. So without further ado, let's get it.
Last year I turned 40, and these are things that I would not do again in my 20s and 30s. I would not get married. I met my husband when I was 24, and we got married when I was 29. At the time, I thought that this was like the ideal situation. I'm at the perfect age to get married. But what I realized was in the 4 years that we were married, I grew so much as a person. I graduated from business school, started my own business. I just became such a different person that I didn't feel like he was the best fit for me anymore. And I don't think I could have realized that at 29 when I said yes. If I could do it again, I would have allowed myself to have so much more growth in my life before I made a decision on a life partner. And it's really nothing against that partner specifically, but it was more about the direction that I wanted my life to take. My interests by 35 were unrecognizable to my younger self. And I don't think it would have been fair for me to take him on this journey if I didn't think that he was the right partner for the version of me that was to come. Last year I turned...
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. I mean, I personally think that's a damn shame. It really is. I think that this is exactly what men complain about when it comes to women and marriages, okay? Because I understand the argument that you can't force somebody to be in a marriage that they don't want to be in. But what was the point of making these vows, right? Making these promises, I guess, in front of God, that, hey, I'm going to stick it out with this person in the thick and the thin, right? I'm going to stick it out with them until death do us part. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing in 2023. And stories like this are basically an example of that, right? She says that, I guess she met her husband, or she was with her ex-husband when she was 24. Okay, so they were in a relationship for 5 years, and then they got married at 29. 29 is not like a young age, right? I'm not sure how much more you learn about life from 29 to 35. I'm not saying that you don't learn a lot. I'm not saying that you can't grow a lot. But you would think that the whole point of being in a marriage is to grow with the person that you're in a marriage with, right? Like if you grow as a person, you're in a relationship with that person, you know, you're supposed to be with them for the rest of your life. Like clearly you're going to age together. You're going to grow, right? You're going to grow as people. You're supposed to grow with that person. You're not supposed to outgrow that person, which to me basically sounds like what this person did, or what she thinks that she did, kind of from a shallow and a materialistic perspective, right? She went to school and got educated. I'm assuming she went to like a business school or something, right? And then she ended up starting her own business. She found success. Maybe she started making more money than her husband, and then she decided that her husband wasn't good enough for her. I mean, that is probably the most malignant way that I can interpret this, okay? That's the way I'm interpreting it. That's what it sounds like to me. Because what type of growth did you experience to make you want to leave your husband? Because she didn't really elaborate on that. She just said, well, I went to school, right? I went to school and I got my own career, I got my own, business. To me, it sounded like maybe, just maybe, she felt like she's better than her husband. She felt like she was too good for her husband because she went to school and got her fancy degree and started her own business. So now, instead of growing with her husband, which is what she's supposed to do, right? That's the vow that she made, that she would grow with her husband. Instead of doing that, she decides, I'm going to leave this guy, right? I'm going to leave this guy and I'm going to go out on my own because I'm too good for him. That's what I think. And I think that this woman, right, is not thinking enough about how the man that she was with helped her grow. He was a part of her growth, right? I mean, he helped her become the person that she is, at least presumably. I don't know. Maybe the marriage could have been bad, but that's not what she said, right? I'm just going off what she said. To me, it sounded like she went to school, okay? She thought that she was a new person. Maybe she got around new people. She was like, oh, well, I'm around a bunch of white collar, business folks. I need to level up my husband game, right? My husband ain't fit enough, okay? Or put it this way, maybe he don't make enough money. I'm sure. I'm just saying, like, somebody stuck it out with you for 5 years, more than 5 years, really, because they was in a relationship before. Somebody stuck it out with you for that long. He probably was paying all the bills while she was in school. Okay, again, this is all speculation. I don't really know. This is just based off the story that she told. But I'm just imagining, dude probably paid all the bills while she was in school. And then you got married. You made a covenant. Okay, that's the most important part of the marriage. You made a covenant, right? And then, again, as soon as you get brand new, you decide to leave. Now, we know that if a man does that, right? If a man this, all of a sudden got a whole bunch of money and then left his wife, he would be dragged through the mud, right? He would be dragged through the mud. He would be one of the most evil people on the planet. We all know how society treats men that do that. And it happens, right? It happens. But, I mean, hey, it's one of those things that when that happens, I'm not against people who say that that's a bad thing, right? Because, again, you made a covenant, right? You made a covenant. But, again, stories like this, kind of, I think, give a lot of credibility to some of the statistics out there, divorce statistics more specifically, in which you have college-educated women, right? They initiate divorce at a rate of 90%, okay? Which is crazy, insane to think about. And probably the reason why is because they truly feel like, hey, I'm making more money, therefore I don't need a man, right? And I'm not going to be with a man that's making less money than me. I'm not trying to actually really grow with a man. But what I find to be fascinating about this is that, these same women will want a man to invest in them, right? Well, I want you to invest in me. I want you to invest in, me, getting a better career or getting a better job or moving up or whatever. And just for them to move up, make more money, and then get brand new and be like, well, I'm going to leave my husband, right? Because, I don't know, he doesn't want to do house chores or something, right? Or, something else. Again, maybe this woman was not looking for a husband initially anyways. Maybe she was looking for a ladder, right? A stepping stool, somebody to help her out financially until she can get on her own feet. I'm not sure, right? But stories like this are really sad, and it really goes to show you that, at least in 2023, the vows that you make, the covenant that you make, doesn't really mean anything, okay? Because women, statistically speaking, will get up and divorce a man just like that. And it really is a shame that this is the generation that we're living in. Me personally, right? I mean, again, I could eat my words here in the next 10 or 20 years. I don't know. Me personally, stuff like this scares the hell out of me, okay? That's why I feel like I'm very selective. And, me, in my dream world, I just want to get married one time and I never want to do it again, right? I never want to do it again. And I would hate for something like this to happen to me. If I stuck out all these years with a woman, I helped her get through college and whatnot, and she just leaves me after getting married because, she got home business and she started making more money and she felt like she was too good for me, despite the fact that I helped her, right? And I stuck with her through thick and thin. Sad story. It really is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.